Hello, collective. It's she here with Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. Okay, so when I was meditating on the messages today, I got a really strong message about a divine masculine. Okay, about a divine masculine who got caught up in a situation. They were saying one night stand gone wrong. So at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own choices. And it's not like this divine masculine was just kind of like, look, I need to take accountability for this. I really feel like they fell to some kind of karmic temptation, okay? It is what it is. I was also hearing spirit say that this might be some kind of past life karma that's coming back around to this person. So in the past, this person might have done this to you, or they might have done it to somebody else where they abandoned them with a child and left them to become a single parent, okay? And I don't think that they're becoming a single parent, but I do think that they're missing out on some opportunities in their life that they really wanted, because they're having to take accountability for some kind of karmic temptation that they dealt with. And the DM was saying that, you know, they were never they were like, I'm sorry, I failed. They were just like testing, like taking tests was never my strong suit is what they were saying. And yeah, they were just like, yo, like I felt that. And I heard the song by Sir Onana, and it was, you know, what was the lyrics I was hearing? Oh, what we did last night was amazing. If I gave you the rest of my life, would you take it? So there was kind of a situation, right, where this person might have got caught up, you know, got a little caught up in how it was feeling in the situation, and they didn't make the best decisions. It's basically how they're putting it, but they're basically being like, and the reason I said there might be some kind of past life issue with this person, or it could be from this life too, right? Okay, is because this person was because they were saying, I don't want to do them like I did to you. So this could be a past person that you were with. You might have had some kind of issues with this person, like healthy boundaries. You might have had some kind of issue with this person where they were, where they left you, right? Where they left you in a past life. You could be having dreams about this. I just saw dreams, yeah. You could be having dreams about this. Look, right? This person is in a karmic cycle. And it's not in like a punishment sort of type thing. Yeah, I just saw the Magician card. I was like, they manifested this by, I really feel like this person feels like you were their true love, or you were the person they really want to be with. And they feel like because of choices that they made, like they're having to give that up. They're like, I'm going to have to give this up. I'm going to have to, like, I don't know if they're just kind of like, yeah, Magician. I don't know if they're just kind of like, you know, they're just like, nope, well, I'm just not going to go towards that person. Or they know. It's kind of, yeah. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to give up kind of energy. It's like, this is what's supposed to be happening. This is the karma for what happened before. Like, I'm holding my deck upside down. So that's just basically what I was hearing. Am I still holding my deck upside down? Like half my deck's upside down. So Spirit said, if any of these oracle cards come up, to read them right side up. Okay. That's just what they said. So let's get into the witch's wisdom with more on this. And obviously, I obviously hear some people saying, I don't care. Like, if you don't care, it's okay. You know, like, go watch a different video. Go watch another video. I'm sure I have some out there. But what did I just say? Tarot cards, they're like, hey, you know, like, hey, like, you don't have to be here. And I'm not saying that as in like, oh, unsubscribe to my channel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, yo, don't claim the things that you don't want. I have noticed that I have seen some comments, and I've seen these comments before in the past too, where people are just like, are like, and I'm not trying to like call this person out or anything like that for real, but like I've had people comment on videos that I posted in the past, you know, be like, I'm not interested in a soulmate connection, or I'm not interested in anyone coming towards me. But it's like, hey, yo, like, you saw the title of the video, and the video was like, there's a soulmate connection coming towards you, or there's a new lover coming into your life, or this person loves you and they want to be in your life. If you really honestly are like, I don't want it, don't claim it. And don't claim it by don't watch the video. Look, I understand, and maybe some of y'all will be like, well, some of those people would be like, well, I watch the videos to support you. And I love and appreciate that love and support. Like, I really do, you know. But supporting my channel is not more important than It's not more important than knowing what you want and knowing what you want to manifest into your life and giving your energy to that, right? At the end of the day, I'll be okay, right? And if I am advocating something on here that you don't want, like you're saying, like, no, I'm good being single, I don't want somebody to come towards me. Don't watch videos about people coming towards you. Don't give that reality your energy, right? So clear that out, If you don't want it, don't claim it. And that's not me trying to be smart mouth or anything like that. That's just me saying, yeah, watch what your intentions, they matter. So take accountability for the fact that in your head, no, I don't want a soulmate, or I'm not looking for it to be in a relationship right now. Then why did you click on a love reading? It's just a question to ask yourself, And like I said, I'm not saying this with any kind of disrespect. I'm saying this with the way we move, right, shows our true intentions, or the way that we handle things, or what we decide to give our attention to is what we're going to manifest. So just be aware of that, right? If you don't want a connection right now, don't click on videos that are about an incoming soulmate relationship, because that's not what you want, And I appreciate, right, like I said, I really appreciate the person Spirit said, okay, intention. Right? I really appreciate the view. I appreciate that, but your intentions and what you want your reality to be and what you want your life to be is more important than that, right? Spring. I'm really being drawn into the daffodils right here, or like where I'm from, they call them jonquils, right? They're about reconciliation, people coming back into your life, right? So be aware of that. Intensification. Okay, so let's clear this. And actually, I want to clear this energy because this is still Spirit talking about what I was speaking about. I want to clear the energy for that and jump back into this DM story, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What do those who are interested in this need to know about this? Why is this coming up in the collective? I mean, maybe some of y'all are the divine masculines, right? You're all the divine masculines dealing with this. Okay. Candle magic. Right? So some of y'all might be doing flame or candle magic, or you could just be manifesting. I'm also getting colors, like manifesting, like color manifestation. Okay, also too, thank you, Spirit. Rebirth, thank you, yes. Shadows, marriage guiding shadow, yes. Okay, so Spirit is also, I actually, yeah. So breaking illusions, yeah, ending cycles, right? Ending those, okay. Spirit said, put that down, okay. So definitely there is a rebirth happening here, okay? Spirit is saying something too about like the winter, right? How trees, they don't die during the winter. They just shed their old selves and go into kind of like hermit mode, right? They go into this hermit mode naturally, and then they wait for the spring to come back out, right? We saw that tower of spring. Look at that, right? Incubation. So a big message that was coming out in that message too, sorry, I'm tapping more into it now, is that there are a lot of divine people out there, right? There are multiple different, just because there is a DM or somebody says that you came into contact with your DM, especially in a tarot card reading, somebody can come out as an emperor. That doesn't mean they're your emperor, right? Because you can be pulling for somebody and somebody can be like, oh, this is a divine masculine. And some people might read that as, oh, this must be your divine masculine. But that's not always the case, right? Somebody can pop out as the emperor. There's multiple reasons they could pop out as an emperor. They could literally be becoming a father, right? They could be older than you, They could be more controlling. There's a lot of reasons, but a person can come out as a divine masculine or as an emperor, and that does not mean, right, that they are your divine masculine. So I'm really getting the sense of this in this lifetime. I really feel like you came into contact with a person that perhaps has been a divine partner for you in the past, or has been just a partner or soulmate partner that you've been with in the past. And some kind of situation here sparked off some kind of closing of a karmic cycle between you and a divine masculine, but a person that was not your divine masculine, okay? Or just a masculine in general, or a person that had the capability of becoming a divine masculine, right? But because of certain circumstances, so this definitely could have been a person in a past life that you were in a relationship with, or that you were married to, that you had a child with, and this person ran off and left you alone and abandoned you and your child, okay? Or abandoned you in the situation, or the other way around, you know, like they gave birth to a child and you had a child with them and they ended up leaving you with the child to be a single father or a single mother, you know, kind of situation here is what I'm really getting. For just maybe like one or two of you, could also be like a business, but I'm really getting like a child, like an actual child, right? Especially with this incubation coming out here, right? And yeah, with this cleansing in reverse, right? But this cleansing energy, that's what was happening, is that there was cleansing energy between you and this other person. Like that needed to happen. It was just a karmic cycle that needed to close so that this rebirth could happen, right? Because you were in this kind of like incubation period. And this person might have even awakened you. You might have awakened this person, but there was shadow work that needed to be done here. And this person inspired this, right? So illusions are ending in your life. That's what I'm really getting with this moon card and this candle here and this rebirth in the shadow, is that there are some illusions, like, right, the illusion of what this person was supposed to be. This person could have even been waking up to this, because you and this person both could have thought that you were supposed to be together. Look, that spring card came right back out, right? The difference between you coming out, I'm really getting you're coming out of the incubation period, which is like this Yule, this winter, right? And coming into the spring. Not only are we actually doing that, at least in my hemisphere where we are right now, what we're going through right now, right? But yeah, remembrance, ancestors' remembrance, right? Look, you and this person together in the past, right? Something had to be like, you know, something just had to be, oh my gosh, I just put my deck back together. Okay. Something just had to, yeah, clearance, period. Like Spirit said, the broom, the clearance. Like this energy needed to be cleared out between your two souls. So, and I'm not saying that being a single parent or being a child is like, it is like a punishment or something like that. That's not what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is, the balancing karma is this person understanding, right? In the past, they might have run off because they thought they weren't ready emotionally or mature enough to be a parent, to be a father, to be a mother. So they could have sold you some kind of dream and then ran off, and left you by yourself when it actually came down to doing the real work, or when it came down to actually, doing and being that. I'm not really getting that they got called away for some kind of like actual like legitimate reason. I don't think it was like they went to war and left you by yourself or anything like that in a past life. That's not really what I'm getting. I'm really getting it. This was an active choice on their part, was to leave you. Now, this could also be happening. Okay, this could be something that's happening in this life. You could have had, you could have had a person that ran off. Now, I'm not talking about a relationship that just ended because, like, okay, they need to grow up, I need to grow up. We weren't really paying attention when we were younger, and we just had a baby. I'm talking about these people. This is a person who sold you a dream, right? And then was like, never mind, I'm out of here. Or never had the intention of really staying with you, but then you ended up getting pregnant, or they ended up getting you pregnant. They ended up getting pregnant, or they ended up getting you pregnant. Sorry. And they ran off, right? And this is some karma that the two of you that this person owed you, right? So I really feel like this person came into contact with you again, was like, oh my gosh, I love this person, I want to be with this person. Or, there was that same like, oh, the karma was, oh, it's like almost like this person was like remembering a past of being shysty to you. So they were like, oh, I'm supposed to be shysty to this person. And the karma got back at them where they were shysty to you again, or they did something to you again in this lifetime. And now something that they want is being taken away, or a dream that they had. They might have even ended up with somebody like that sold them a dream, right? And yeah, okay, I'm definitely getting this. In a past life, you could have been supposed to be with your divine counterpart, and this person could have came in kind of like a karmic distraction or karmic temptation, and convinced you or got you pregnant or did something that stopped you from being in a relationship with a soulmate or with a divine counterpart, right? And that situation ended that relationship. And I think in this lifetime, it's just kind of like, oh, you taught me this lesson in the past life. Now I'm going to teach you that lesson. And like, and it feels like this person, like they wanted to be with you, or yeah, like they wanted to be with you, but then somebody stole them away. So just that how they know how it feels now. They know how it feels to be tricked out of something that you really want, to be sold a dream, and to feel like, okay, now I just gotta stay and I gotta take accountability for how I was acting. It's like this person's like, I'm accepting of it. Like I get it on a soul level. This person gets it. Like in the 3D, they might still be like, this is some bullshit, you know, but like on a soul level, their soul is like, no, I get it. Look at this. I didn't even see this got left behind. Containment or concealment, not containment. Sorry. I was thinking about the cauldron card. Yeah, look. Respect. Pinnacle respect. This person got taught to respect, to have respect. Also, too, this person could have been talking like, if you are a spiritual person, this person could have been like mad talking about your ancestors or about something. I don't know. They could have been thinking, oh, like, I really feel like in a past, oh, you know what this is giving me? This is giving me like you were like a spiritual person who was like, I'm psychic, or I'm this, or I'm that. And this person was like, oh, okay. And they came in with the purpose, like, oh, I guess you're not so psychic. I guess you're not as brilliant as you thought. I guess you're not all this. I guess you don't know as much as you think you do. Or I guess you're God's, or I guess your God doesn't have your back like you think you do, because they let me come in and take advantage of you and then break your heart and leave you, right? This person's goal was to break you, was to break that connection with you in the past too. It was to be that karma. Ooh, I feel this heavy in my, like, an accommodation between my heart and like my soul. It's like really like low down, like my heart's space energy. Concealment. Yeah, and this person wanted you to like keep this cloak on. They wanted you to stay little, to stay where you were just hiding yourself and hiding who you really were. And I definitely feel like on the other side of this, I don't feel like you allowed it. Even back then in the past life, I think it might have shaken you up a little bit, but I think eventually in that past life you came back to acceptance and love, you know, and you came back into it, and it brought you back. You know, it brought you back and actually strengthened your connection to the divine, right? And I feel like this person is being taught in that lesson, is being taught to have respect, because, you know, what it basically is like, oh yeah, I hear your ancestors say, I don't forget. I don't forget. Damn. Your ancestors like, I don't forget. So you might have thought that you snuck away and you got away with it in that lifetime, which I don't think they did. Unbeknownst to you, I think they already they got some karma there. They got this person. You might have felt like, where's the justice? Like, where's my justice? Right? We can never be in control of when that karma comes back on that person, right? Because it might that exact karma might not come back on, or that exact lesson might not come back to them in that lifetime, right? So we have to be okay with that. We have to understand, right? Maybe there was not a circumstance later on in that person's life to put them in the position to learn the exact lesson that they taught you, or to learn to feel that heartbreak that they taught you, that they gave to you, right? So now in a different life, now this person's coming back around. Like your spirit guides are literally sitting there. It's like the day you met this person, or the day you can, or whatever. It's like your spirit guides were like, you thought you got away with it. What up? There's that motherfucker. Like, here it is. Today's the day. You thought we forgot. I don't fucking forget. Okay? I don't fucking forget. Yeah, like you gotta put some respect on our name. Like, yeah, or your spirit guides, your gods, your goddess, something like that. They were like, you thought you were gonna get back. You thought you were gonna come back. Like, look, altar dedication. Look, dedicated. Your spirit guides are dedicated to you. They're like, no. No. And right when I was thinking that too, I was thinking about circumstances like where in like or circumstances in like stories of like legends of Greek or Roman, you know, gods or goddesses whose like priestess or priests were like, you know, maybe their city was sacked, and then their priest or priest, or, you know, they tore down their temples, or they defiled the priest or priestess or something like that, and then the gods would come down and punish somebody for, you know, and like turn them like wicked or something like that. And it was like, you thought you got away with it. You went on and you were like, ha ha ha, like, I don't even believe in this. Like, oh, you're such a spiritual person. I'll show you, right? And your ancestors were like, it's okay, wait on it. Bet, wait on it. Yeah, look at this prosperity in reverse. They were like, read that in reverse. Yeah. Yes. They really, yeah, the disrespect. Yeah, that's what they just keep saying, the disrespect. Like, it's come back to you. Like, you know what it feels like now for somebody to really have that, for you to really want that, for you to have this whole dream and be so close to achieving it, and then to have somebody trick you and deceive you and take it away from you. And you have to take responsibility and accountability for something that you didn't even ask for, right? And like, I know some of you might be like, oh, like, why did they have to do it in with like a form of a baby? But what I'm getting is that for some of you, you were some kind of priest or priestess that took a vow of like celibacy, or took a vow to stay a virgin for the rest of your life, right? And this person came in and either took it from you, right? Or they talked you into giving that up to them, and you felt like, oh, like, I'm defiled now. You could have even been in a society that was like, no, you're not a virgin anymore. Like, you can't be a priest or a priestess anymore. Like, get out, you know? But I felt like eventually, eventually you found yourself. And for some of you, right? For some of you, you got pregnant from this interaction, right? Or this person got pregnant. And, I feel like eventually you found your peace and you raised your baby, and it's like it's like the karmic energy inside this person wanted to take that connection with your spirit away from you, but it didn't, right? It didn't. 100% it didn't. Look, and I was saying that I saw that cauldron. Look, the cauldron in the background. Yeah. Okay, I was like, which one is it? Look. Look. Right? Containment. But they told me to read it in reverse. Like, yeah, no, like, that magic could not be contained. Right? Yeah. Wow, tarot. Yeah, for some of you, ooh, boundary. Oh my gosh, okay. Secrets. This person might have sold some kind of secrets from you. This person might have used you. They used you in some type of way in a past life or in this life. I'm really getting past life. They could have used you in this life too, but I'm getting really that they really led you. They tried to really lead you astray. And they either got you to they either like seduced you and got you to give up some kind of secrets, some kind of, oh, well, what's your secret? What do you do? And it's like, I'm getting a lot of like bedroom talk kind of energy where it's like, this person like stole that from you, stole that some of that essence. And in a way, spirit said, in a way, even in the past life, this person broke you of a limiting belief, because you really, really thought like, if I have to never take a lover to get the recognition from my god or my goddess. And spirit said that in the end, you ended up still having that connection with your god or your goddess, right? You might have ended up being outcast out of your society, or you might have ended up being outcasted out of like being recognized by as a priestess. But you went on and realized, like, or priest or priestess, and realized, I still have this connection to my divinity. I still have this connection to my god or to my goddess. Like, having this baby or having this tragedy happen to me, that doesn't take that away from me, right? So it broke you of that limiting belief in that past life, right? Which I know some of you might be thinking like, that's a hell of a way to break me of that limiting belief. But like, look, passion. Yeah, this person tried to steal your passion. They tried to steal your fire. They tried to put out your light, right? I don't forget, right? Ancestors remembrance. So like, this god or this goddess has come back to tell you, sweetheart, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten the BS they tried to pull to you. I haven't forgotten, right? They're just like, I haven't forgotten what they did to you, like this person went from, in this lifetime, this person went from feeling very highly favored, very blessed, to feeling like there's monsters and ghouls and goblins and like all kind of stuff that they have to fight like all the time. Like all they have is people trying to take away like everything that they have all the time. And they're just like, what the heck? Yeah, look. Tower. That's all they got is a bunch of tower moments in their life. What flip though? Oop, oop, oop. Hangman. Yeah. I feel like in the past, this person knew that you were a very, this person knew that you were a very like sweet and innocent, like helpful person. So they might have even like come to your temple or something like that. Like, I need help. I need this. And they kind of like, hey, excuse me. No, no. Sorry, y'all. They kind of worked their way into your life like that. And like eventually, kind of worked their way and like pretending like they were a very helpless person, kind of triggering that, oh, you need my help kind of energy. But on a deep soul level, that is why the two of you came into each other's lives to teach each other this lesson, right? This person taught you this lesson in a past life, right? And now you're teaching them this lesson. Yeah, and I'm hearing Spirit say Queen of Pentacles, like you're going to be rewarded for it. Because like in both circumstances, I felt like this person wasn't able to break you. Like this person didn't turn you callous. Like this person, you weren't like a type of person that was like, okay, now all people are terrible people. You still believed in like, you still like, it's not this, like this person came into into the past life with the intention to be like, I want you to believe that your gods or your goddesses aren't real. The protection you think that you have isn't real, because I'm gonna do this harsh thing to you that's really gonna test your belief. And it didn't, right? It might have for a little bit, but eventually it broke you. It broke you of the limiting beliefs that you had around your connection with the divine, right? And I feel like that's what you're doing in this lifetime to this person. Like this person has some kind of limiting beliefs. It could be like, I can do whatever I want and I can never be touched. Yes, what was I just saying, right? Queen of Cups, you were such a kind and loving and giving person, right? This person might have tried to make you feel like, oh, I don't need to be that loving. I don't need to have my open heart. I don't need to love people, right? Oh, I'll never get my wish fulfillment. I'll never get the love that I deserve. That's what this person like was trying to like test you and push you to believe. But it didn't work. Or it didn't like, it did work, but in the opposite direction. Like you were just like, oh, I believe even more now. Yeah. Yes. This person wanted to make you feel like an option. This person wanted to make, and then also I really feel like this person in this lifetime too tried to get you to choose them over a divine counterpart or over a divine person, right? Or over somebody that you were really actually supposed to be with. And in the end, this person's goal was to leave you abandoned, right? Was to leave you abandoned and out in the cold once again. What the hell? Right? Because in the past life, you fell for this person's trick. Right? But in the end, on a soul level, on a deeper soul level, on a, your ancestors and guides, and on like a level with source, you guys are teaching each other these lessons. Right? So in the end, this person ended up, even though they did it, it's less like this person was teaching you, and it's more like God or source, whatever you want to try to say, your ancestors, they were using this person to teach you this lesson. Right? Because in the end, these binds, this limiting belief that you had is going to be broken. Exactly. You're going to find your strength. This person came into your life to break you, but in the end, they just made you stronger. Yeah, exactly. What I just say, they came into your life to hurt you, but in the end, look at those swords falling out of that heart, and it's, it's healing, it's repairing, right? Wow. Yeah, I really feel like, because it's a big test for us, especially people in the spiritual community, because like when you claim to be spiritual or like a faithful person, people will test that. People will test that and they will think, oh, you're sweet or you're nice or you're spiritual, and you know, and you know, that means you have a certain weakness or you have a certain thing that needs to be challenged. Like, let me prove that you're not as spiritual or you're not as high or you don't care about yourself or you don't care about other people as much as you do. Oh, you're spiritual or you're this or you're that, you're easy, I can just run over you and take advantage of you, right? And it's about having those healthy boundaries like we talked about. Yeah, no, fool, this part of you really needs to blossom and come out so that you could be like, no, like, no, you can't. I can be both, right? I can be fierce. I can be that warrior. I can be that queen of wands, that defending person that will defend myself, right? Right? And I can also be this very like sweet person. I can be both. But don't think don't think that I won't call your ass out just because I'm, you know, love and light. Because of course, I want the best for you. I don't wish any ill will on you. But that does not mean I won't put you in your fucking place. Right? And it's not because I think I'm better than you. It's just because I have boundaries. Yeah, your spirit guides, Three of Pentacles, are saying that on a spirit level, you know, that's why karmics come into our lives, right? We're karmics for other people. People come back into our lives and come back around and they're karmics for us. They're all here to teach us all these lessons, right? And in the past, Spirit said, right, you did learn some lessons. You did get rid of some of your limiting beliefs. Like, you still came back and you had that connection and you still had that faith, right? But you let this person into your life, right? You were a little too open, you weren't as discerning as you needed to be. In this lifetime, though, you've passed this lesson. That's why, yeah, look. Nine of Pentacles. You said, I'm fine. I'm fine all by myself. I'm good. And this person is, you know, yeah, okay, I was just about to say this person is dealing with the karmic lessons. Yeah. For some of them, they're also buddy. Like, I just heard buddy. Like, there's two people here. Like, it's two men. These two men could have been fighting over you. They both could have fell in love with you. I don't know. Yeah, with the three people here. Yeah. I think, oh my gosh. I feel there's so many stories here. Yes. Look at this. New love, new beginnings, new cycles. Because because I was just about to say, you're closing out so many karmic cycles here from the past. There's also, not only is there the past cycle of you learning how to have the discernment and learn how to be like, no, I will put this sword up. I will cut you. Like, not like with love and light. Okay. With love, you know. And there is also here, okay, there is also here another cycle. God, you were going through like, so you were like wrapping up so many karmic cycles. Your spirit guide's like, we're sorry, boo. We're sorry. We know we were putting you through like the through the ringer, right? Like, that's what they just said. They like, we know we was like pop, 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 right? Like, there were multiple karmic cycles like back to back to back to back to back to back to back that you were like wrapping up. That you were like tying all these loose ends. This lifetime for you, okay, for the people who are going to really resonate with this lifetime for you is a lot of wrapping up a lot of like loose end karmic cycles. Like, okay, let me finish that, let me finish that, let me finish that, let me finish that, let me finish that. Boom. And then there's like this glorious payout on the other side of it. Yeah, victory. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Spirit said that's the truth. It's the swords. Yeah, and like here, like this falcon, like this hawk that has the blinders on, right? You were being guided, right? Spirit put you here, blinded you. I feel like a lot of you also, as you're going through wrapping up these karmic cycles, you could be awakening to your past lives, right? You could be awakening slowly to these past lives. I feel like you felt like Spirit blinded you from a lot of things in your life, or it's kind of like It's like you didn't need to know the whole story. You needed to be able to go into this test, right? Because if you had remembered this situation, of course you just would have been like, no, sucker, bye. But you had to go into this situation blind. And Spirit said they didn't do it to hurt you. They didn't do it to put you at a disadvantage. 34 is on the clock when I said that. They did not do it to hurt you, right? Yeah. 34 breaks down to 7. 7, 7. That's like massive, like, spiritual awakenings. You needed to genuinely have this awakening. You needed to genuinely wake up. I feel like in a lot of your past lives, you have not feared and have not doubted that you had like that instant connection to spirit. And several of your last past lives, you were like that type of person. You know how you meet people that talk about their kids, and then their kids are like, I know my kid has had a past life, because they just talk about all kind of random stuff, and they out there like stuff that they can't know about. That was you. That was you in your past lives. Like from the jump, people would be like, yeah, like you might have even had some past lives where people were like, you're some type of child prodigy, or like, you know, where you hear those people that are like, oh, this person is the reincarnation, you know, they're like 7 or 8 years old, and people from all over the world are worshiping this person because they're like, oh, they're the reincarnation of Gandhi or something, or like Buddha or something like that, right? And I feel like you've gone through lifetimes where there was not any disconnect or anything like that. In this lifetime, Spirit put you back in here and blinded you to your connection, or put you in circumstances that made you put those blocks in your mind so that you would be a little bit more blinded to your connection to Spirit, so that you could genuinely learn this lesson, right? You did not need to learn, right? You did not need to go into, you needed to go into it blind. You did not need to remember this person. You did not need to do that. You needed to be able to go into this and really genuinely come to the conclusion that this person was not good for you, right? That had to happen, right? The test, it wouldn't have been like a real lesson if you went into it being like, oh no, I remember you from past life, bye, I'm not doing this, bye. You know, like it wouldn't have been a real lesson. You wouldn't have been really putting those skills of discernment to the test, right? So Spirit said, please don't be mad at us. Please don't have any of those issues. We had to put you into this situation blind. It's almost like they feel like they almost had to kind of like trick you into this, right? Because you needed to have like a genuine awakening around this. Because you might have been like, why, Spirit? Like, why would you let this happen? Like, why would you let me get caught up with this person or this, or, you know, or that? And Spirit saying, yeah, like, please don't get to this place where, please don't get hung up on the pain of it and lose the lesson in it. And the lesson was, you needed to learn how to do this on your own. You needed to learn how to genuinely walk away from this on your own, right? Oh, wow. Oh, what's leaving? Yeah, look. Page of Wands. Because you weren't going on this journey. Spirit was saying that you were getting to the point where you weren't going to go on this journey. And so they sent this person into your life, or it was meant to happen like when it did. You know, everything happens in divine time, right? But you were ready. You had to go on this journey. You had to really genuinely, like, really decide, right? Like, it's not really a decision if you're born into it and you're born already with the knowledge, consciously with the knowledge that you are this spiritual being and all this stuff, like you have been in the past. You have been born in the past, like immediately knowing and having that connection and being able to tap into your psychic gifts or tap into your spiritual gifts immediately right off the bat, right? But in this lifetime, you really needed to feel this disconnect so that you could genuinely choose to go on this journey, right? And it's made you stronger for it, right? It's made your connection stronger for it. Yeah. Yeah, and Spirit's like, you did it. Like, oh my God. Yeah. And here, look. What did I just say? Hermit, you went inside, you found this out. Look, you were by yourself. You had to go on this lone journey. Empress. To get to this energy. Yeah. And I really feel like you've turned your back, right? You've turned your back on this juggling energy of this back and forth, staying in your karmic, staying in your karmic self, or going forward, right? Wow. Look, right? You had a choice. You were blocking that choice at first. Also, too, yeah. I keep on getting this choice between two people, between your actual divine partner and this person, this karmic person. And I feel like in the past you fell for that karmic, or you fell for this person. And you were like, who? Which one is it? I don't know. I'll go with this one. And Spirit was like, ooh, karmic choice, This is just a less, this is a, and it's not like they're like, oh, you made the wrong choice. Like, it's just a choice that you made, right? And now in this lifetime, you needed to be taught a different lesson so that you and your divine counterpart could come together without this karma in the way, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, sorry. Yeah, it just wasn't time. That's what Spirit's saying. It just wasn't time. Yeah, you might have felt like you had like a lot of bad luck in love or something like that, but Spirit says don't see it as bad luck. See it as you just having to, I feel like you had a lot of lessons to learn about love in this lifetime. You might have felt really disconnected too. Like disconnected from a soul tribe, disconnected. Yeah, look, disconnected, right? Instead of, I really feel like in the past life, and in your life, and in several past lives, that you were like super highly connected, like really quickly met your soul tribe or met your soulmate and stayed with them and were with them for most of your life, and you were highly connected from the jump, right? But I definitely feel like in this time, yeah, they had to put that kind of, there was some energy here, right? That you made a choice to come here on a mission, right? You made a choice to come here on a mission to really learn this lesson this time. You're like, okay, no, like, yeah, so that you could find out that piece. Also about divine timing, right? I really feel like you had to learn a big lesson about around divine timing and around, yeah, and around this five of swords energy. It's reminding me of the situation too where I was talking about the other day, where I was like, this karmic thought they took your divine masculine away from you, but it was really just a karmic energy that they took from you, right? I'm really feeling that a lot in this situation too. Yeah, Ace of Wands, right? That Ace of Wands, that inspiration that you needed to go on this journey. This whole karmic situation that you went through was that inspiration to go on this journey, to wake up and go on this journey, right? Yeah. And now that you've gone through this Queen of Swords, right? You have those healthy boundaries here. Now I really feel like you're going to actually come into union with your soul tribe, with a lot of people from your soul tribe, your soulmate, your life partner, things like that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. You had to learn how to surrender to the divine, right? Yes. You had codependent energy that you needed to learn how to let go of. You had that codependent energy around. Yeah. You also had to learn some codependent energy. Not only did you have to learn this lesson by not getting tricked by this person, but you also had to, Spirit said you might have been picking up some kind of codependency on automatically having that connection with Spirit. There might have been some like taking it, and I don't want to say necessarily something as strong as like taking it for granted, but kind of. Like it was so just given and so just there in the past that like you needed to be put, and it was your turn this time to learn to not have that immediate connection, to not have that immediate like boop, it was right there. You needed to live. So this is for people, yeah, you needed to learn how to choose this path instead of this path just being automatically given to you. You really had to learn how to really be put in a situation where you really had to overcome a lot to choose this path. Wow. Twin flame. Star enlightenment. Okay, you're being guided through signs, messages, and dreams, and leaving. Look, I just said this, didn't I? Woo! Union. Over here, leaving the spread, right? Like, not that you're not gonna come into union with this person, but just the fact that I feel like in the past, you could have been. It's like if you believe in like your twin flames are really strong soulmate connections, like you could have you could have grown up around these people. These people could have came into your life really early in your life. You know, you could have been like one of those people that found your twin flame when you were like 18 or 19 years old, right? Or found your life partner and was with them for like the majority of your whole life. Or you grew up around people who were your soul family, who were those people, and they were born really close and lived in the same town, lived in the same village as you, right? And you just automatically were there and had those people in your life. And I feel like in this lifetime, all of you were more like spread out and will have to choose to make those choices to handle the things to heal codependency in different families, different things, and then eventually come together, right? And love that union even more between all of you, because you will appreciate it even more, right? Because it's like it is kind of like that absence make the heart grow fonder, like kind of energy, like wow, like I didn't realize how much I loved you guys or how much I appreciated you guys until like, you know, I had to live all these years or live a couple of lifetimes without you guys or something like that kind of energy. Yeah, but now you have a new beginning coming to you, right? Yeah, chaser. Someone is holding on. Let go and surrender to the divine. Have faith in yourself and in your twin. Yeah, you had to have faith. You were chasing and running. I'm really getting like some like a feminine energy here that was like very much so in their chaser energy, right? Chasing after it, wanting it so bad. Just this is about love. This is around love, you know. And you just it was because of your situation and you know possibly like some things that you dealt with and like early on in your childhood or in you know just in early on relationships that you had that just put you in this chaser energy. Yeah, star, and that had to be healed. That was something that had to be healed in you. The number 23 that's on this card is standing out to me really strongly. New moon, right? The ending and the beginning of a new cycle. Absolutely. Use this time to recharge and ground yourself. Yeah, endless new possibilities. Yeah, yeah, because you needed to heal yourself. Thank you, Spirit. You needed to spend this time healing yourself and healing this codependency that was inside of you that you picked up in this lifetime before you could come into this union with your star family. Okay, for some of you, this definitely is star family, your star seeds. Okay. Yeah, you had to, it was part of your life's purpose, right? It's part of your life's purpose. You had to heal, right? Healing karmic cycle. You had to heal from these karmic cycles. People. Yeah. Yeah. Take this person under your wing. Yeah. I really feel like you had to teach. Yeah. This is you. You're also teaching this person, like this other person we were talking about, this masculine we were talking about in the very beginning. You're teaching this person like a really big lesson here. Yeah. Shadow work. You're shining a big light on this person's shadow so that they can heal a lot in their life. Towers, definitely. It's a tower card again, twice coming out there. And dreams, yeah. I really, yeah. I really feel like there's something here where it's like this person, like those limiting beliefs, right? This person, I really feel like how in this past life they were like, oh, I'm gonna get you pregnant, or I'm gonna do this, and that's gonna take away your dreams from you. I really feel like it's gonna be this person's karma in this lifetime to choose whether or not they'll overcome challenges that come up in their life and still chase after their dream. I don't think that dream is you, but I think there will be other things in this person's life, limiting beliefs that this person has in their life right now. And the energy that this person is in right now is, oh, I've got this person pregnant, or I'm in this situation and oh, my life is over and I can't chase after my dreams and I can't, you know, I'm just going to have to just settle in exactly where I am. And like you, in the past life, how you were the person that was like, oh, I can't be this priestess anymore. I can't be, you know, my connection is cut off with the divine. I can't be this that I've, you know, fought my whole life to be, right? But I think still in the end, you ended up learning that lesson of no, I can still have that connection. And that's what this person is going to have to understand. It might not be specifically about their connection to spirit, but it is going to be about them learning how to chase after their dreams no matter what towers or like crazy stuff happens to them in their lives. But somehow here you were involved in, I don't know if this person was trying to play games or what this person was trying to do, right? Um, or why or how exactly you were involved in this situation, right? Um, yeah, it's giving me big vibes of um, the kind of whole storyline that we've been hearing in the collective over the past like year or so, that like a DM got caught up with a karmic, and a karmic took a masculine away from, you know, a divine feminine, and you know, the masculine's having to learn how to get over the karmic cycle. For some masculine, in this process, he will become a divine masculine, and if he learns this lesson that he's going through right now with this karmic. But that does not mean he's your divine masculine, right? Because we all have the capability of becoming divine masculines or divine feminines. We all have that energy inside of us. It's just about whether or not we choose to really rise to the occasion. And we're not going to be that person in every lifetime. Obviously not. Like, it's like some lifetimes it's not our destiny to become that. But it's a choice, right? And it might not even be in this lifetime that this masculine becomes that divine person, right? But it is a step in the right direction if they choose to do this shadow work. If they choose to really learn this lesson, it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, they definitely have some codependency here that they're having to learn how to get themselves out of. Spirits wanted me to go back to this deck. Oh yes. Let go of the thought that you need anyone else else to feel complete. You are a whole, not a half. You do not need like for you, the codependency was, I have to retain my virginity to feel valid and worthy of my connection to the divine. And that had to be taken away from you so that you learn, no, you are still just as worthy to the divine. It is a 3D concept that other people in your society have put onto you, that you have to remain virginal to have this connection to your divine, to this divine person, right? Because that god or that goddess that you were worshiping in a past life was like, it's not really about that. That's a limiting belief. Why would, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, like why would I put that limiting belief on you? That is a human concept that you have projected onto me, right? I do not care. I do not care, right? And this god or goddess is just like being a person who is collaborating together and creating life, right? Is such a beautiful part of being there on the 3D. So why would I try to deny you of that? That's not me, right? I'm not the one telling you that. I am of source energy. I'm not the one giving you limiting beliefs. Those are other people. Those are men in your society or other people in your society saying, oh, well, a person must must take some kind of vow of chastity or vow of this or whatever to be worthy. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to do that and that's your own thing, cool, whatever, I'm not trying, you do your own thing. But this was the lesson that this god or this goddess, that source energy was trying to teach you. I don't need you. That was a limiting belief that your own society was putting onto you, and it's not true, right? And for that god or goddess, they were coming in telling you, right? Like, you don't need to ask for my forgiveness. You don't need to ask for that, right? I don't, it's not that I don't love you that this happened in your life, it happened so that you could learn the lesson of, I would love you regardless. I would shower abundance onto you regardless. I would be there and be in your presence and help you regardless of that. So, yes. So, that's, it was codependency. Yeah, look. This was a way that you needed to, yeah. So this masculine energy here, they needed to be grounded in this same lesson that you were, right? On a soul level, they came into your life and taught you that lesson, and now this masculine has to learn this lesson as well. Summer, right? This summer energy. Watchtower of the South. Oh, okay. Ugh. They want me to get the book and look this up. So give me just a second to find this. Okay, you guys, I found it. Calling upon the guardians and gatekeepers of the South. The season of summer brings you love as it works as it works in conjunction with the element of fire. By visiting the Watchtower of the South, you are being assisted in awakening your Kundalini energy through lust, attraction, and desire. Isn't that crazy? Right? As I'm talking about the fact that in the past, you took this vow of chastity, or you took this vow of remaining virginal and cut yourself off from a whole part of a type of energy that we as humans can connect to, which is our desire energy that we awaken through sex or through that type. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a spiritual connection without that, but it is an aspect of your human body that that is important, right? Is an important part, all right? There is a reason that our sacral chakra and that is tied to that our Kundalini energy is tied to that comes out and that manifests and we can attract. There's a reason that sexual magic and things like that are, using sexual magic to manifest abundance into your life, and that there is a reason that that's there, right? The creation energy that is tied to being physically active like that. Because in that comes making new life, right? In that comes making new life. And without that kind of energy in your life, I'm not saying that you can't live an abundant life, but I am saying there is a piece of life that's not there, right? Now, like I said, I'm not trying to make anybody feel invalid or anything like that. If you've done that, that's okay. For some of you, you might be breaking the fact that in the past, you had this limiting belief of taking a vow of chastity or taking a vow that you would stay virginal, and you are kind of wrapping up the past karmic cycle of that. I really feel like that's something that you're taking out off of yourself, right? Um, Strength and power fuels the motivating life force energy that ignites your inner flame. The South will accompany you as you walk your path with vitality and vigor. Connect with the mother aspect of the triple goddess and the father god, right? That who brings everything you've worked for. Your work is done. Time to have fun and enjoy your abundance that summer bestows upon you. The color red represents the fire, the guardian of fire. Sorry, the element of fire, my bad. Which is so funny because you had that fire passion like in reverse, right? Like this was a whole thing that you missed out on that in this past life. And I feel like this is a karmic cycle that you're ending here, right? Wow. Your work is done. Time to have fun and enjoy the abundance that summer bestows upon you. The color red represents the element of fire and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of noon. Okay, summer breathes renewed passion into into your association with the card that flanks this one. Wow. So, and what's the card that flanks this one? Grounding and in the masculine god card, right, in reverse, right? Wow. Also, what's on the other side of it is codependency, and also underneath the codependent, the twin flame card. Wow. Okay. An old flame turns up. Romance is rekindled. New passion is breathed into our relationships. You are seeing the fruits of your labor. Your hard work has paid off. Enjoy the rewards. You have attracted the energy of abundance. Draw down the sun. So again, there was this codependent energy that you needed to heal inside of you. This limiting belief is what I'm really getting at, this codependent energy, so that you could come into this soulmate union right here, either with your twin flame or with a soulmate or with a life partner, whoever it was, the person. I really feel like this was a person in the past you were supposed to choose and you chose somebody else. Well, now in a past life is what I'm saying. And now this situation has come up again, and you have made the choice to not go down that karmic road and to go towards this person. So it's kind of like coming back around. Like it's like giving this divine coupling with this person another chance, right? Wow. Hell and yeah, that's what I have. Hail and welcome the guardians who watch over us in the direction of the south. Within and without, the element of the fire burns brightly, bringing us physical manifestation. This is a time of high noon, of summer's intensity and passion, and a tone and a sword is the magical tool of the south. Wow. The god and goddesses are now mother and father to all, right? This mother-father aspect. Yeah. Yeah, for some of you, they could have left you as a single parent, and you might have had some type of ill feelings towards this child or towards this, or this person could have taken that away from you. Like they could have done something that left you where you couldn't have children or something like that as well. That's really heavy energy, which, well, yeah. But yeah, protection. I really feel like your spirit guides came through on this and they were just like, oh no, like we're not doing that in this lifetime. Like your ancestors came through and they're like, oh no, look, because there's the feminine and it's in reverse too, right? Yeah. I really feel like too you were guided. You might have been guided a lot through tarot readings in this lifetime as well, especially around union. Look, there it is, around union. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Spirit? What? They want me to get a completely different deck? Okay. Okay, held down by the past. And then again, the Queen of Swords, not Queen of Swords, sorry, the Queen of Cups was held down by a devil energy in the past, okay? Yeah, a person that appeared very friendly or a person that just, yeah, that Six of Cups energy there. Wow. Yeah, so this was definitely a wrap up of a karmic cycle, right? That you needed to do, right? Yeah, the Three of Cups around love. This is definitely a karmic cycle around love that you needed to wrap up, that you needed to tie up loose ends is what I'm hearing. Yes, this needed to be exposed, exposure. It needed to be exposed. It needed to be brought to the surface. It was something inside of you that really needed to be, yeah. So what is this? This is the Page of Pentacles. Good business. You might do something around love. Okay. Yeah, around unhappy marriages. So you might do some kind of like love counseling or something like that. Wow, look at that. Using your talent. Whoa. Yeah, I'm using my talents and gifts. Whoa. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, Spirit is saying that. Like, you needed to go through some hardships. Like, you needed to go through some hardships around love, so that you could learn how to transmute that energy, right? Yeah, Spirit said you had to kiss a few frogs. Okay. The sun, right? You had to kiss a few frogs to get to that. Like a shot in the dark, right? That shot in the dark. You had to go through it to learn how to take off those blinders, right? With that two of swords. Yeah. Yeah, Two of Cups, but it's coming out like kind of like, or is this too different to work? Is it a loving union? I don't know. That's kind of energy. You had to learn how to get over. There was some kind of codependency. There was several different things around codependency that you had around love. And also, like I said, you were also wrapping up that cycle in the past where you might have rejected the kind of like physicality around love, right? Maybe you had issues being intimate with people because of things you had been through in your past, I'm not sure, right? Yeah, Empress. It was cutting you off from your energy, my sweet, and you needed to go through this. Love is coming though. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear how loud that bird is? It's like right out. It's so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's so loud. It's like right outside my window. Right when I said that. Yeah. With this lies and deceit and those birds like outside, like, are, yeah. I felt like somebody here in this situation like fell for lies in the past. Fell for sweet words. Yeah. Yeah, fell for sweet words because, Spirit had to teach you. Yeah, had to teach you. Not everybody's like you, sweet. Not everybody is really means what you say and says what they mean and walks in that. Some people will tell you they love you and they know damn well they don't. And Spirit didn't teach you this lesson to harden you from love, right? They taught you this lesson to learn, right? So that you could have the Ten of Pentacles here, so you could have this legacy of learning how to have this, learning how to have this discernment in love and around love. Yeah, Spirit is saying you were blinded to this so that you could learn this lesson. Making smart choices. Look at that. Making smart choices. The Strength card again on the back, right? So that you could find the strength inside of yourself. Six of Swords to move, movement, to move away from the things that don't serve you, right? To break any kind of codependency, to not stay in love situations that don't serve you with people who don't deserve you, Look, judgmental. Queen of Wands in reverse. Also, giving out your love energy a little too easy, a little too quickly, right? I'm not saying that you gave that, that was specifically around your sexual energy, but yeah. I really feel like you were judgmental on yourself in a way can't win here, where you felt like you could not win in love, or like, you might have gotten this kind of love is for suckers or love isn't real. Like you were kind of given like these blinders of, kind of underneath it feeling like love wasn't going to be real, or like, everybody's just a dog, all men cheat, or all women are for the streets or whatever it was. Yeah. I feel like you fell for a lot of like greedy, really selfish people in the past, right? And this was a lesson that you needed to learn. I'm hearing primed. Like you were primed throughout your whole, like throughout your childhood, throughout all your past relationships for this love lesson that you went through. You were primed to really give you like that challenge, that moment to get to yourself to be like, nah, F that. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody else has experienced. Like, I'm not dealing with the half-baked love shit, and love is real. I can have that I can have that true union with somebody who really loves and who really cares about me. But I also have to take accountability for not just letting any old whoever into my life, not dealing with codependent people or narcissists, not dealing with people who lie, not dealing with people who act ashamed of me, not dealing with people who want to treat you just like on the side, or who don't want to treat you as priority. You have to learn how to have that value and that worth inside of yourself, right? Yeah. Wands, quick action. Eight of Wands, right? You had to learn how to be like, I'll cut you off. Wheel of Fortune. And now that you've done this, like, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Empress in reverse. It was keeping you trapped. It was keeping you where you were just feeding into this, like, self-defeatist cycle of, like, I guess love isn't real. I guess it isn't real. And it all really, yeah. You fall for these greedy people over and over again. And it was this lesson left over from this past life that, oh, where you really felt like, oh, I devoted my whole life to this god or this goddess, or to this thing, and when I needed them the most, they weren't there. They weren't taking care of me. They let me being taken advantage of, or like that happen. And now, you know I guess love really isn't real, or that person came into my life and told me they loved me, and and I broke my vow of silence, or vow of silence for some of you, vow of chastity for them, and then that person ended up abandoning me and leaving me, and then my community turned their back on me and all kind of stuff, right? It put a lot of this energy into your heart chakra that you really had to face in this lifetime, and you manifested that from this past life here in all of this situation that you have been in the past, right? It was really deep in you, and Spirit said that's why you came into this life very blinded by this. And so you had to be faced with that reality, with that truth right in front of your face, that like, no, but you had to make the choice for yourself. You had to make the choice to say, no, I still choose love. No, it's still real. No, I am still blessed, and I am still highly favored, even if bad things or negative things happen to me in my life, even if and all that doesn't matter. I'm still highly favored and highly connected, and I'm still loved, and I still deserve this, right? Yeah, I'm also getting self-sabotage. There was this codependency of being attached to self-sabotage in a way, and self-sabotage and kind of like lies and deceit, lies that you told yourself, right? Look, King of Cups in reverse, deceptive man, right? If you wanted to be in a relationship with men, you know, it says deceptive man, but it almost looks like it says deceptive moon. So yeah, these were the illusions, right? You fell for the illusion, for this illusion. Temperance in reverse, and it needed, like, it was creating discord and disharmony inside of your soul, and it needed to be solved. It needed to be healed. The Tower. You were being held down by this past, by the past that you, and for some of you, you know, and for some of you, not only was it this, but this also manifested in things happening with your parents or things happening with that fed into this cycle, right? To you falling for these same people over and over again that use you and abuse you just like this past person did. That's why this Tower moment happened to you. Because really your soul was like, I don't want to hold this anymore, and I have to learn how to get over this. How do I let go of this? I must learn more. Hello. I must learn more. And I need to know how to learn how to let go of this. False love. Talk to them, spirit. Golly. Yeah, look. You got stuck in that. Maybe this love could work. Maybe this false love could work. Maybe this false love could work. No. You had, that's why you, movement, exactly, Six of Swords, so you could walk, so you could learn how to run, walk away from this, be like, nah, I know my worth, I know what I deserve, you have been born into a lot of lives where you were very much so completely in contact with spirit for your whole life, completely in contact with your twin flame or with your soulmates and your soul tribe, and you guys were always together and it was always so beautiful and great. And in this lifetime, you guys really were like, no, like, we need to learn more about what it's like to be in that shadow self, to be in this. I need to wrap this cycle up. I need to let go of it. Hey, you know what? I've really enjoyed these last few cycles, but remember, excuse me, sorry about that. But remember, and the number that is just, it was some random number that called me, but it was a 914 number. So 914. If that, you might want to look that up. Right? But spirit was like, remember that cycle, remember that lifetime, you know, a couple of lifetimes ago, and you're like, yeah. It's like your soul's still kind of hanging on to that deep down, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, I need to do this. I need to learn more about it, right? If I am to do this, this is part of your life purpose, right? Going through all of this, having all these falsities and these false loves and things like that, it is a part of your life purpose, right? It is a part of you alchemizing the things that have happened to you, right? And transmuting them into your life purpose, into your understanding, into, man, I've been there. I know what it feels like. It's time to stop chasing after this, right? You had to go through that, right? Because your soul, before it came here, it was like, I know, right? Like, yes, I know. It's like, okay, this is my life purpose. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go through some stuff. So I've been there. So I'm not just like, oh, I've read books about it. You're like, no, I've experienced this myself. I need to learn more about what it's really, really like to break out of this false love cycle, right? I know what it feels like to be held down by your past. I know what it feels like to hold on to things for multiple generations. I know what it feels like, you know, to fall for all these deceptive people and to sit there and lie to yourself about what it means, right? I'm hearing, wake up. Wake up. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. I know not everybody this is, that we're getting into the longer side of the reading. I know not everybody, because I can always feel when the energy shifts. I can always feel when some people, there are some of you, and I'm not saying that you're any better or anything like that, but I know there are some of you, and if you make it all the way here to the end of the video, the shit is like really like it's got you, and you're like, not like, have you know anything like that, right? But it's like, yes, I am resonating so deep with this, and I can always tell who my people are, who really need this transmuted energy, who the story really like digs into, right? Because you always stick around to the end, and I can feel the energy shift when some people, I can feel energy shift around the 10-minute mark, around the 30-minute mark, and I always feel a different energy around those who stay all the way through, because the energy kind of shifts and the story shifts the longer, as I go on and talk about it, because there are some people, right? And you guys are always my ones I know who are really, really, really working through this, because you're all the way here. You're almost an hour and a half into this video, and you're like, yes, like, yes, I am here. Like, yes, I feel it. Like, yes, I'm resonating with this. Like, yes, like, I always feel it. Yes. Okay. Yes. 8 of Cups. I'm walking away for something better. Like, yeah, I'm really getting into this, right? No more of these King of Cups in reverse, right? King of Swords. I am a man of action, or you are becoming this man of action, right? The Judgment has come out here. This is, right? You're like, nah, like, this is part of your life purpose with that Judgment coming out, right? It's part of your life purpose to go through all this that you went through. Hangman, right? Because like, wasn't the Hangman the very first card that came out, right? When we started getting into the tarot and stuff. Coming around full circle, bring it back around, right? It's something you needed to wrap up, something you need to get over, something you needed to learn how to let go of. Look, right? This person, they tried to steal this from you. Debts and theft. That 6 of Pentacles in reverse, right? It wasn't balanced. This needed to happen. It wasn't an equal give and take. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's what this false love was, right? You had to learn that you are worth so much more than sticking around with somebody who's not trying to be there, right? Always trying to say, oh no, it's okay. It's like compromising yourself with your love situations. No more, right? No more. Yeah, you realize if I made things worse, it just made things worse, right? Spirit said 3 more. Okay. Yes, and you realize 7 of Wands, I have to do something now. I have to have this defensive energy. I have to learn how to do this. I had to learn how to do this, right? The Chariot. I had to learn how to walk away. I had to learn how to say, man, what the fuck ever. You want to go somewhere? Go somewhere. You want to be somewhere else? Go somewhere else. Justice. You had to learn how to give this justice to yourself. Because you weren't that chaser energy. You weren't in this codependent shit anymore, right? Yeah, I was just about to say, okay, the Man card, right? This person, Emperor in reverse. This person wasn't your Emperor. You're learning that. Yeah, King of Wands. Determined and successful. Or if you're a masculine energy here, and you resonate with the masculine side, you had to learn how to you had to learn this lesson. Wow. I feel like we were transmitting a lot of energy here today, guys. I appreciate y'all being here with me and y'all sticking around as much as you do. Wow. I mean, I know this is, this isn't so different of a story that we don't talk about regularly on the channel, It's just sometimes, I know different people watch different readings. Different people are guided to different readings for different purposes here. And I see it in our collective. A lot of us are dealing with the same issues. It's just the specifics are different, right? The specifics are different as to how exactly you're learning the lesson, of course, But I see, like, collectives within my collective of people that watch my videos or are drawn to my videos, I know that this story has come out multiple different ways with, different people got to hear their story in this, and it resonates differently. All right. Well, I didn't think that's where we were gonna go when we started talking about somebody getting hung up with somebody, you know, getting hung up with some kind of one night stand energy, but that's where we went. Okay, y'all hear that too? I was just kind of noticing that in the background, that song that was like give you my love, give you my love. Yeah. Yeah, some of you had to learn lessons about who to give your love to and who not to give your love to, right? So you had to close out those past karmic cycles. So much. You guys are doing so much karmic work here, right? Like, it's crazy. Pat yourself on the back. I heard your spirit say, yeah, your spirit guys said, we remember. Okay? We remember. Dedication. We remember your dedication. We haven't forgotten. We didn't abandon you. We never did. You know. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I know this was a long one. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, if this resonated for you, leave it down in the comment section down below. If you like the content, give it a like. Okay, thank you in advance to everyone who likes, who comments, who subscribes, who is here all the way through the video. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you for being here with me. I'm really happy that you're here learning these really valuable lessons, right? And thank you for being the light workers. Thank you for being those people. And just thank you for being here on this quest, wanting to improve and wanting to, you know, move forward with your life. Good on you. I'm very proud of you, and your spirit guides, your ancestors, are very proud of you too. They're just like yes. Like, you have been, like, give yourself a pat on the back, because you have been really burning up a lot of karma. Okay, so you might have felt like you were kind of stagnant for a little while, but spirit is saying you're not. Like, you're doing it. Okay, so be proud of yourself, and, you know, keep on pushing forward and keep on doing what you do. Okay, thank you in advance to anybody who feels called to watch any of my other videos, or if you feel called to donate or tip to the channel. Okay, the link for those are in the description box down below. Also, if you feel called, my contact information if you want a personal reading, or if you want any kind of spirit guidance from me as well. Okay, that is down in the description box, as well as any of the cards that I use in this deck, as well as the link to purchase my my beloved twin flame decks. If you really liked these cards, if you really like this deck, the link is down below for that as well. Okay, thank you guys so very much for being here with me today. Blessings. I hope this gave you the love, light, and clarity that you've really been looking for, and I will catch you in the next one, lovelies. Bye.